Mary was a faithful woman. For years, she gave her heart and soul to her husband, John. But lately, he had changed. He no longer came home at night. When he did, he was distant, his eyes filled with guilt. Though she knew his love for her had started waxing cold. She just didn't want to believe it. John was no longer the man she married. He had found someone new, someone who brought him pleasure, but not peace. The days turned into weeks, and the changes became harder to ignore. John would use all the hard-earned money they had labored for to get himself expensive clothing and accessories. He would spend the rest on ladies in clubs and parties, only to return home and nag at her. Mary had nowhere to run to. As a dedicated Christian, she resorted to praying without ceasing. After some time, John began to feel unusual weakness in him with severe headache and diarrhea. He went to the hospital for a checkup. Dr. Margaret carried out some tests on him and returned with the result the next day. "John, we've run the test on you and the result is out. You've contracted something serious. Let me first of all remind you that HIV is not a death sentence provided you adhere to medical instructions. I'm sorry, but you have contracted human immunovirus, HIV. Mr. John, let me still remind you that HIV is not a death sentence. However, we need to perform a test on you to ascertain the viral load in order to know if you will commence the intake of antiretroviral drugs," reported Dr. Margaret. John stares at the doctor in shock, realizing the consequences of his actions. In his pursuit of pleasure, John had found only pain. A disease, dangerous and untreatable, came as a reminder of his choices. John came back to his senses, realizing he had made a mess of things. John knocked at the door of his house. Mary opened with a mixture of sadness and hesitation.